So what are spike proteins? Essentially, a spike protein is just what it sounds like. It's a protein spike that sticks out from a virus from various places and attaches to a host cell. Think of a naval mine, because they pretty much act in the same manner. The mine attaches to the ship and transfers its payload via explosives. Well, viruses and spike protein attach to the host cell and transfer their payloads via DNA, RNA, and various proteins and enzymes, with pretty much the same result as a naval mine. And either way, it's a bad thing in both cases. At this point, there's been at least 30 different spike protein mutations identified with SARS-CoV-2. In July of 2020, a comprehensive study was published where they found that there were already many herbs and natural products studied that were shown to be effective in the fight against the virus. According to the study, 43 different articles discussed the use of over 450 herbs and natural compounds that directly affect the virus, while another 31 articles showed that herbs and natural compounds directly impacted specific spike proteins attached to said virus. Here's just some of the herbs that helped in the fight against various spike proteins. Dandelion leaf tea was found to be effective against 5 separate spike protein mutations from binding to host ACE receptors, which control blood pressure and inflammation. Heal-all was also able to prevent the same protein as dandelion and also lessen the severity of the infection. Neem bark extract was able to prevent the mutated S1, S2, and OC43 mutation spikes from adhering to the host cells, while pine needle tea contains a compound called suramin, which is proposed to be 20 times more powerful than remdesivir and prevents the virus from attaching via the RDRP spike mutation. Green tea contains catechins and flavonols which prevent the S1 spike protein from attaching to ACE receptors. The S1 spike protein damages the lining of the lungs and blood vessels. Moringa oleifera contains terpenes and tannins which have shown to disable the RBD ACE2 spike protein, which helps make the virus less transmissible. Ginkgo biloba has the ability to directly interfere with the 3CL pro spike protein, which lessens the ability of the virus to connect to host cells. And this isn't an herb at all, but it was discovered that all the spike proteins were adversely affected by moderate electric fields. According to the study, all the spike proteins were affected to some extent by an electric current. It was also discovered that colloidal silver nanoparticles interact with the structural proteins on the surface of the virus to prevent infection, and by damaging surface proteins to affect the structural integrity of the virus from the inside out. Pretty neat, huh? There's more science coming out every day, and herbs are playing a much more prominent role in the fight against microbes and pathogens, and could potentially be the solution to many health conditions worldwide. If you'd like to see more about this, let me know in the comments, and let me know what you thought about the new video format. I used a program called Pictory, and I really liked the results. What did you think?